You will.
He's a dick. Are you coming back in?
Yeah, he is. Oh, he didn't last time. Yeah.
You're 25 and 1. 25 losses, 1 win. He always comes back in.
Dang.
Oh, 1 and 25. I don't want to make it sound that bad, though.
That shit's on box rec.
Perfect.
Thank you. All right, let me shut that door. All right, what's up, guys? I'm Joe Vargas. As always, Maggie Duarte is with us, and today we have a special guest, Ann Najar. I'm going to say it right.
Yeah,
No?
almost.
Nahar Najar.
Najer.
Najar.
We went over that before this
AKA
2 seconds ago.
the Mitt Queen.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Oh, man, it's an honor having you guys, having you here. Thank you.
Of course.
Maggie, go right into it.
Right into it.
Right. And I just want you guys to know I don't regularly do podcasts. I did this because Coach Joe, he's been family forever and always given me my family respect. So I said, I got to do it.
We appreciate that so much, Mija.
That's
course.
awesome.
Of
That's
course.
awesome. Hell yeah. Well, we appreciate it. All right. So I guess I'll straight into it. How many years have you been a boxing trainer?
I would say now 18 years, started 18 years ago, and you get sucked into having to teach classes when people don't show up. So 18 years now.
18 years. Wow.
18, I know.
And I know I asked this right before the podcast started, but born and raised in San Diego. So you've always lived here. This is where you've always
Yes.
trained and all that stuff.
This is home. This is home, and ain't nothing like San Diego.
That's
true.
right.
That's
for
true.
Sure.
Been blessed to go all over, and I absolutely, every time I come home, like, yeah, this is it right
Yeah,
here.
definitely. I was in Atlanta for a long time, and I was like, bro, where's San Diego?
Yeah.
It's super humid out there, man.
Yeah, it's humid, it's cold, it's all the above.
Right on. So, and what got you into boxing?
So, as Coach Joe knows, my brother, Sean Najer, also known as Shushu, was a fighter out of the gym of Undisputed El Cajon. And so he started fighting. And mind you, throughout high school, he was a wrestler. So as wrestling, I took on as a mat maid, which I was helping them out with the wrestling. And after wrestling, he went into MMA and he walked into the gym. And mind you, at the time, I really didn't know nothing about fighting. Mm-hmm. But all I knew was my brother was fighting. So I'd go watch him fight. And the whole world's asking me, what's going on? What's next? What's happening? Yeah. I didn't know what was happening. So I went to the gym with him one day. And now we're here as the Mitt Queen.
You know,
That's cool,
the best part is that people don't know 18 years ago or 16 years ago.
Definitely.
Boxing, there wasn't that many females in gyms.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she was more like, that atmosphere we were at, that gym was tough.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
What she's talking about. You know, I remember that gym because I went there too. And to see you evolve to who you, man, I've been to some places and I say, where Maggie's been there. Like, you're from San Diego? Yeah, do you know the Mitt Queen by any chance? Yeah. I'm like, yes. I know. And they're kind of like, yeah, right. Like, well, now they can tell that I do know her.
We know each other, you guys.
It's so cool. It's so cool to see how much you evolved from even being in movies.
Yeah.
Watching you with, I know you work. I know all the guys the guys that I really like that you work with, Johnny, Julius,
Yes,
and oh my God, I'm gonna feel bad about this. Man, Southpaw,
Daniel,
man,
Papa's my boy.
that little fucker, that little guy is doing
He's a
good.
mean
All three of those
one.
guys. I know there's a lot more other people.
Yeah.
I seen you work with Giovanni a couple times. I seen you work. I love what you're doing with them, and I just watch you, and people like it's exciting. It's exciting. Where do you see yourself? Are you doing this full board? Are you going to be in the fights too in the corner, or what do you see yourself?
You know, we have some stuff boiling right now, so I'm gonna wait to say
let it take its course.
And then you will be seeing a different side of the Mitt Queen.
That's
sure.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I think it's time because I remember seeing you. I when she came on board to help, she was coming in. I needed a sports psychologist. And I asked her if she can hold pads. And she had been boxing for a little bit, trained before at other gyms. And I'm like, and then I ended up grabbing her. And the boys will tell her things they won't tell me. Out of fear.
Yeah.
And they can relate to her. I don't know that they had like that female. The fighters won't tell me they're scared or they won't tell me they're nervous, but they'll bring it up to her.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it's because of sports psychology. I think it's more because of the female presence. They feel like more comfortable to talk about their weaknesses.
Definitely.
Yeah, is that something that you've definitely encountered too?
Yes, all my clients, all my fighters become my family or my friends.
Right.
Because, when you're their coach, quote unquote, they're telling you everything. You can feel when they're having a good day. They can feel when you're having a bad day. And, they just want to talk about it sometimes.
Right.
Mija, what I really admire about you and your brother, you guys are so courteous and so respectful. You always have been since I can remember. And I know it's not difficult because that's who you are, but everybody that knows you, like you're like a celebrity, and I'm sure that you keep your feet on the ground and your head on.
Definitely.
What does that come from? Your mom and dad or your upbringing or what is it?
And me in general, I don't like to feel uncomfortable when I go places. I've been to some gyms and I'm really uncomfortable being there, and I don't like that. I like when people walk into the gym. I just had somebody come from out of town and he's like, you guys make us feel so comfortable, because nobody wants that uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah.
And especially in a boxing gym, you're already walking in a boxing gym, you're wondering how these personalities are, but no, we're all family, we're all the same. And I tell everyone all the time, when people meet me, they say, you're so normal. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be normal. Like, I don't understand this. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, because I'm no different than you. I'm no different than you. I wake up in the morning, I pay my bills, I got to drive to work, I got to do all the same things. I'm no different than anybody else.
Right.
I had a question that I was thinking for you and Maggie.
Yeah.
I never ask her questions in the podcast.
Uh-huh.
As a male coach, when we go in the gym, we start mad dogging coaches.
Yes.
We don't want to fight them. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sizing-
You want to see what they
sizing them
like.
up.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys get the same
With females?
with male coaches?
Me, honest to God, I don't at all. But I recently had a weird thing with a coach, and for me, it's like he saw me, he was intimidated by me.
Yeah.
I laughed because it's like, you're intimidated by me? That's hilarious,
Well, the title queen scares people,
So, but I don't. I just watch, and when you're already nice to them, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
They're not gonna be like that. But I get more of a father figure
That's cool.
when I'm in these other gyms.
I wanted to say something last podcast, and it just reminded me because I was going to tell you, Maggie has went to spar at other gyms. The last time she went to a Manny Robles gym, and I sent her to the Canelo's gym. She's always like, she'll go by herself.
Yeah.
But I want to give a shout out to Manny Robles. Because Manny Robles would Resendiz just beat Caleb Plant. I'm using that word, beat up. He beat Caleb Plant.
That was a huge win.
And he had Anthony Joshua, and he had he had Andy when they beat Joshua, and he had somebody else, Divino.
And a lot of guys, Oscar,
and Manny
Ryan.
Robles is like the king of upsets.
Yeah.
And he don't get no respect and no love.
Him and Joel too.
Yeah.
Joel, yeah. And this is a shout out to those guys. I wanted to bring it up last week, but man, with Juju, we just got caught up.
Yeah, definitely.
Juju, man, you seen him grow.
I've seen him grow. Him and Johnny, man. It's crazy to see that us three Chaldeans are here and we're growing and our names are out there together.
That's beautiful.
From the get-go.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna have Johnny in here, but Johnny, and I told him I didn't think he was gonna do what he did.
Johnny's a beast.
He started the path hard, but he played catch up, and wow, I'm amazed by everything you guys are doing. From and I'm having involved Berlin, Jack, the component of all you guys, and the guys. I don't know the conditioning coach, but I always see him.
Tez. Coach Tez, yeah.
Good nucleus. You guys have a good thing together right there. Jack, I'm still waiting for my key for the Bomber Squad. He has a key for me,
Jack,
but I haven't got
get
it.
him that key, Jack. Definitely. It's just wild to see. And like I was just saying to Johnny the other day, we ran into I was in Miami training Linares, and there was a guy there. I'm not going to say any names, but Linares knows who it is.
Yeah.
And he said, "Who are you?" And I said to the guy, "No one, just, coaching." I was coaching Chris Diaz and Linares at the same time. He said, "Well, who do you train?" I pulled up a video, and it happened to be a video of me and Julia's. And he was dead serious and goes, "Who do you think you are, the Mitt Queen?"
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am.
So I didn't say nothing, and I was like, "Is this guy serious?" He goes, "Who do you think you are, the Mitt Queen?" And he goes, "Let her be her. Why don't you be your own person?"
Ooh.
And little did he know he was complimenting me at
Yeah.
the same time. And I turned to him and I said, my guy, I am the Mitt Queen. And he looked at me, and then I was thinking to myself, like, bro, what if I wasn't the Mitt Queen and I was trying to be like the Mitt Queen? What's the problem?
Yeah.
But people like that in the gym world is what really irks me.
That's the
like,
hater rating.
Yes,
That's the
it's
hater rating.
disgusting, but
That's hilarious, dude.
When they
he was complimenting me.
what is it about people when they see you flowing, they hate?
Yeah.
I remember when I first started in the game, well, he's too young.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have no pro fights.
Yeah.
You know, or he needs more experience. He's wet behind the ears.
Yeah.
And you hear it all.
Yeah.
You hear it all. So I can only imagine what it's like to be a female in the business
Yeah.
of men.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are changing people's mindset right away.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
know, I've never gotten no bad energy from nobody, but I have had. I don't think I wouldn't call them other coaches. I've had other men kind of say shit behind my back, and I'm like, that's funny, dude. Like, I don't know,
guys, grown men. It's weird.
Grown ass men.
It's wild to me. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I really never have to. But I walked in the gym as Sean's little sister, and Sean was
Yeah,
the
how
one.
That's how I remember you.
Yeah, and so and now Sean is the Mitt Queen's brother.
Little brother.
So
Oh,
welcome.
big brother, big
That's
brother.
hilarious, dude. Table
But
turn.
like I said, I was like, nobody messed with me because I was Sean's little sister.
Yeah.
What were they going to say to me?
Sean could fight too.
Yeah.
Sean could fight.
That's for sure.
And
but-
Sean always expressed himself to me like family. He called me family.
Yes.
As I can remember.
Yes.
Me and Sean go back to Undisputed in
Downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a good gym. We had
Different,
everybody
yeah.
there.
It was different. Gio and Herman and all those guys.
Yeah, Nick Barnes, everybody was there. I have a question for you. Where in the hood? We always talk about your nickname. How'd you get your nickname, Messi? How'd the Mitt Queen come down?
Well, the thing was, everybody wanted to be my partner in classes because I knew how to hold mitts. And then it was really history from there. And I ran with it and just turned it into a brand.
That's awesome.
But the real person that really helped me with everything was Gabriel Hernandez, Baby Bull.
Oh, yeah.
Baby Bull was the one. He would hold mitts for me every single day. He taught me how to hold mitts. And
He's an awesome kid.
yeah,
He don't fight no more, huh?
Gabe.
Gabriel. Yeah. Him and his dad and his mom. I remember them always together. Yeah.
Yeah, Gabe was the real one out of Undisputed Al Cajon.
That young man, he fought one time against a heavyweight in New York. And they brought him in, and I thought
he won.
he beat the shit out of
Yeah.
this dude. And I forgot the coach's name, but the coach trains everybody. He trains Daniel Jacobs and all that coach. He was in
Okay.
the other corner.
Yeah.
And Hernandez, I thought won.
Won it.
He won
Me
it, but he didn't
too.
get it.
He did it.
In New York, when you got to go there,
Yeah,
you got to bring him
You're
on.
the underdog, even if you're A side.
Even if you win,
That's crazy,
you
dude.
might get overturned, dog.
Yeah. It's so crazy.
What's been, you know what, out of all this sounds beautiful, you know, and you've been in the game for a long time, almost 2 decades, dude. So what for you what would you say is the most memorable part of it all so far?
Or a few memories.
Yeah, a few memories.
You know, of course, being on the set of Creed 3 and being the first female coach in the Creed legacy, I remember going what am I doing with my life right now?
How this happened?
This is wild. That's one thing I'll never forget. And then I still watch the movie and it still seems fake to me.
Surreal.
Yeah, that one really, really. But being with these fighters, for example, just recently training Linares and him getting on the screen and saying, this is the best training I've ever had in my life.
That's awesome.
And things like that. And I'm still, to me, it's wow.
Yeah.
It's bananas to think I'm doing this, because it's just another day for me. But to know when someone validates that you are good at what you're doing, I still will never think yeah, I am the top dog or anything like that.
When you do it right, I think everybody will speak for you.
Yeah.
And they're doing it now, Haters are motivators to me.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't sit back and dwell on it. Just move forward, move forward.
Yeah.
Damn, I lost my track of thought. I was
Well,
gonna ask her something.
especially if they're talking about you, that's a good sign.
Yeah, as long as if they're not talking about you, that's when
Then
shit's
who
bad.
are you?
Right.
Because you look like the Mitt Queen, but you're not the Mitt Queen.
Exactly. Who are you?
Trying to be the Mitt
what,
Queen,
bro? It only says it on my mitts.
What mitts do you use?
What?
What mitts do you use? What
Well,
brand?
now my mitts will be coming out from Adidas. I have a whole line coming out. of mitts that I made myself. And those are the only ones that I rock with now.
I'm going to have to get some, dog.
You know, wait.
They'll be sold soon at Dick's Sporting Goods.
What's
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You were involved in the process? How does that work?
I made them from the beginning to the end. And we had different prototypes, and I used them for months to see if my elbows were hurting or my shoulders were hurting. But so far, I'm about 4 months in, and I feel good.
That's cool.
I like that you touched on that. People don't understand what holding pads does.
It fucks you up.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that, too.
No idea.
People think it looks easy, you know, but you have, like, in your case, I've seen you work mitts with big-ass guys, small guys.
For real.
You're taking all that impact. For me, I outweigh you by like 70 pounds, and my shit hurts. My shoulders, elbows, wrists hurt. I take care of it, though. I try to ice them, get therapy, acupuncture.
Yeah.
I tried everything. I even got bee stings.
That's nuts. I would not. What a weird guy.
He did some,
He's like, I even took a gun.
Yeah, because I was in so much pain. I couldn't hold pads.
Yeah.
So I have guys getting ready for fights, and sometimes you can't work with them because you're aching.
Yeah.
And I can only push them on the, you know, like you said, like sometimes people don't hold pads like you want them to.
Yeah, exactly.
What's that saying? They say if you want it done, you got to do it your damn self.
Exactly.
Are there any like measures that you take to kind of help that?
You guys are going to be shocked, but I do absolutely nothing.
And neither does
absolutely
neither
nothing.
Does he,
I just hold my mitts 6 hours to 8 hours a day, every day, 6 days a week, and that's about it. I don't like massages. I don't like nothing. I mean, all I can say, the thing that helps me, I guess, is that I stay in shape.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it, but other than that, I don't touch myself. I just complain.
Yeah.
But thank God my elbows don't hurt. My shoulders don't hurt. If anything, my forearms get very tight.
That's where I get the pain.
Yeah. And
look at our difference, though, dog.
I know. Mine are way bigger than yours.
Yeah, you got me beat.
Swole, dude.
You got me beat. I had to take off my sweater because I started sweating.
Exactly. But no, it's really all in the mitts. I invested in my mitts. My first more expensive pair would be my winning mitts, and those really helped me. And then when I actually made it, winnings made my mitts a little different for me than everyone else.
That's cool.
So it worked out. But now, you know, we're Adidas boxing. That's all we run with.
I was gonna take a picture for the thumbnail for the post, and I told her, hey, you have some mitts? She goes, I think she only wears Adidas now. And I'm like,
I know.
I said, okay, we're going to have to pose with her hands like this.
Exactly.
That's
we're branded.
Rad. That's cool.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you,
proud
thank
of you.
you.
That's so
you.
cool.
What's that experience like working with Adidas is huge. I love running shoes. For me, Adidas right now is holding the spot.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
What's that experience like working with
It's kind of crazy because Adidas, people don't know, is all separately owned. For example, Adidas Combat Sports by one person. Adidas Running, Adidas, you know, all of it separate. Adidas Combat Sports is based out of Paris.
Oh, okay.
And so I work with them directly, and the head guy and the president directly with Adidas, which is nice, but they are a family, and they aren't those types of people that are using you as another number just to use your name. They want to actually get to know you. They want to be with you. I mean, Adidas sent me to the Olympics, and I was there, and they actually set up my proposal for my fiance. They did all of that.
That's
they
cool.
really treat you like family there, and they're very good people.
That's cool.
Very, very good people.
It's collaborative.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
They want to see that you're normal.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, but I'm very easy to work with anyways. You want me to wear that? I'll wear that. I don't care. It doesn't. I'm not going to say I don't like it. Like, whatever. It is what it is.
That's so cool, man. Like, you guys are so laid back. That's the best part. That's what makes you guys cool.
Exactly.
And accessible. You know, like one day, Maggie, we had sparring at our gym, and she came.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, 8 months ago or a year ago, she came to the gym, and I didn't notice her at first. Then I looked, and she had just came from the awards or something.
Yeah.
But she had seen you at the premiere.
Yeah.
And she came to our gym to watch Juju or Johnny spar. I don't know which one of the two. And I said hi to her, and one of the kids comes up to me. You know the Mitt Queen. I said, I know her since she first started when she was younger with her brother.
Yeah.
Nah, coach, you ain't got did you just see me hi to her, though?
Yeah.
Like, wow.
He's like, hey, cool. Mitt Queen. I was like, what, coach?
It's cool, man. It's cool to
it's so weird to me. I'll never get used to it.
Embrace it, mama.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
It's so wild.
Has there been anything or anybody that's inspired you at all during this whole journey?
Honestly, for me, I just roll with the snowball and I just keep going. I really have never been that person that I'm not too big on looking up to something. I just keep going and see whatever comes.
Right.
I don't look for it. I don't expect it. So, I mean, if God wants to give it to me, God gives it to me.
Yeah. I like that mindset.
Yeah, especially when it came to Adidas. I mean, I'm a coach, and a coach is sponsored, which isn't normal.
Right.
No, not at all.
So, you know, I feel like, okay, I branded myself right, and I'm doing it right. So it only helps my fighters as well.
Absolutely.
To get their names out there as well.
Absolutely.
That's the reason we do this, because it's a numbers game now.
Yeah.
And what you bring, you know, and when I first started doing the podcast, I thought it was dumb. I didn't even like talking on
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like you when you walked in today.
Yeah, I was like, just so you guys know, I do not talk.
If you go like far back where it was with Adam,
I just posted
see
one.
him.
I
He was just like fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's all
Hated it.
loose.
Yeah.
He's
Now he
chilling,
runs
his feet
the
on the
show.
desk.
I love it. I love it.
But everywhere we go, people are like, "Hey, we saw your podcast." I go, "Yeah, well, we can't tell because the numbers gotta go higher."
Yeah,
Fool.
exactly.
Like it, share it,
You
comment.
gotta
know?
watch it, my boy. You gotta watch it.
But it's funny though because we were like, oh, we saw you on the podcast. I was like, oh shit, I forgot that.
Yeah, you do that too.
Yeah, I forgot, man. That's
so
cool.
nuts.
Mija, one of the things that I realized training guys like at that level, like holding pads for like Linares, they have a presence about them, right? When they're holding, you're hitting the pads, you can like,
It's a show.
you're like, wow.
Yeah.
No wonder this motherfucker was world champion.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. That's what I got from Chris Diaz. Chris Linares, of course, athlete, amazing, great. He held up. He wasn't training. He still killed it. I'm running my mouth. It's egging him on, making him more. But Chris, if Chris has fought Shakur, he really impressed me.
Yeah.
And I came back. I even called Coach Berlin. I said, Berlin, this guy impressed me a lot.
That's cool.
You know, and then it just hypes you up as well.
Something about those athletes that are right there. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
And he's there, man. Both of them. Even Linares, you want to come back? I said, come back. I'm here.
Yeah.
You got it still.
He does.
You know, so he's 39 years old. I believe he said he's turning 40 soon. And I was like, bro, we can do it.
There's a lot of fighters that done it past that age.
Yeah. Exactly. And he's got it. That's for sure.
Look at Pacquiao. He's coming back at 46.
Yeah, that's
46,
bananas.
47.
Yeah.
That's bananas. That one.
No, but I'm saying the mindset.
Yes.
Some of those guys that I realize that are at that level, it's mindset.
Yeah.
Having Juju here last week just made me realize his mindset.
Yeah.
His mindset.
Yep.
The kid's so. Johnny has the same mindset. You
Yeah.
know, like
It's bigger than boxing.
something about Bomber Squad.
Exactly.
Or that Chaldean blood, or what it is, you know, like
nonstop. We work. You know, it's kind of nuts, but it's embedded in our heads.
Do you live in East County?
I don't now.
More, you did. Mm-hmm. I moved out there and you left.
I'm in North County now.
That's cool. Can't beat that.
Yeah, I'm in North County, but we have people don't know my fiance owns basketball gyms, and so one of his gyms are up north as well. So we
That's
had
so
to be in
cool.
the middle of both.
How come you jumped to basketball, dog? I'm just playing.
I don't even like it, bro. I train all the NBA guys, and I don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. They're just tall.
That's how that's how I was during COVID. I
Yeah.
was training athletes at my house. I'm like, who do you play for? Like,
Yeah. Who
but
are
I didn't have
you,
NBA.
dog?
I had NFL players and Major League Baseball players.
It's so nuts because, I mean, you're the middleman is mitt holder. I'm the middleman. I can work with anyone and everyone. Yeah. I'm on a little box. Whatever. We'll make it work.
Wearing stilettos a whole pack, like Salas, huh?
Seriously.
That's hilarious, dude.
It's so good, but it's nuts, you know?
Mija, has anybody ever missed and hit you in the face?
Never.
I had that one time. They didn't hit me in the face. I was working with CC Sierra, Ulysses Sierra, and they were filming us, Eli Sekback, one of those guys from that company. And I'm working the 1-2 hook with CC. And it's on video. I don't know if I can find it, but
Yeah.
I asked him for a 1-2 only.
Yeah.
As quick as he can. And I said, I'm going to counter you. She shot the 1-2, and I go, see how fast that was? All I felt was his hand coming.
Oh, my God.
He barely missed me. He would have knocked me
Yeah.
out through the road. That would have been viral. That would have been my first viral video.
It's like Ruiz
He
and
didn't knock
Ruiz.
the, yeah, he
hit
hit,
his coach.
he hit,
dude.
he
Yeah,
hit
that was
Estrellita
nuts.
Hassel.
Yeah, that was nuts. But I thank God thankfully, I think I have had movement because I can usually see them coming before.
Yeah. No, I know. But sometimes these fools get a little excited, bro.
Yeah.
They don't hear you right or something.
Exactly. Or they're just naturally throwing 3 punches at a time, and they're just like, no.
Do you ever wear the body shield?
No.
Like, fuck that, huh?
No. I'm the
shit's
Mitt
gnarly.
queen. I ain't the body shield queen. Nope, I ain't doing it.
Dude. It's gnarly.
I'm not doing
I
it.
tell the guys all the time because there's some times where I'm home and I'm like, what the
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, that's just too tough.
Yeah.
I want to get a bigger. I wear one by Rival.
Yeah.
But I'm not that mobile. That one I don't even feel
Like
kicks.
this,
Yeah. Feel like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And then I wear the smaller ones from other companies. I'm not gonna badmouth them, and that shit hurts.
You feel right through it. Yeah.
If they hit it perfect,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It goes right through.
Yeah, you feel it either way.
And I feel all of them because I work on sitting them down.
Yeah.
And making every shot count. So when they hit me, I'm like, fuck, I'm not doing this no more.
I'm over it.
Then you get some guys that hit like a mule. So like.
Or they're trying to take your arm off. I'm like, bro, relax, man.
Right.
You're not fighting right now. Chill.
I tell them, I wish I see you hit the bag
win.
that way.
Yeah.
You hit the bag kind of semi-hard,
Like,
but you hit the pad super hard.
yeah. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Don't even spar that way.
Yeah.
That's the
Like,
worst
bro,
part
you
right
see
there.
a man, you get wild.
Hit him like you hit me on the mitts, fucker.
Yeah. Seriously, but some people, they see those mitts and they want to kill.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
That's very true. Has what?
Because I see it coming, I'm like, nope, and I'll let them miss. Like, you're not gonna hit me like that.
Do you remember the first time you worked with because I remember it's different, right? Like working with people who take classes and stuff like that, and then working with a pro fighter. Do you remember like that first time you worked with somebody who was like legit?
Honestly, no, not really. Because for me, I started with Johnny and Juju, holding with Johnny especially.
Yeah.
And so I evolved with them.
Oh, okay.
So I never felt
The
big
difference.
difference. What I did, though, when I was on the set, I was training, obviously, everybody on the set. And Terrence Crawford was one of the guys. And we went for 29 rounds straight, 30-second break. He didn't budge. This guy didn't budge. And I didn't either because, I'm an athlete too. And I was like, I'm not going to show you if I'm tired.
There's some competition.
He's
Right?
probably tired too. Like, but he just like, he's a
We
good
just
poker
kept
player.
going and going and going. But those are the types of things that impresses me for sure.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Mm-hmm. And I tell people all the time, like, you always think like, yeah, I'm holding mitts, but you got to remember, I'm calling out the combo, catching for the old one while calling for the new one, and then I'm trying to keep it flowing and get you to not stop.
Yeah.
So it's not as easy as you think it is. But when you do it, obviously, all day, every day like I do, it's easy. I can have a full conversation, hold mitts, and talk to someone else at the same time.
Yesterday when I was talking to, last week when I was talking to Juju, we left the conversation. He mentioned something that in the amateurs, he learned to win as an amateur.
Yeah.
You know? He said every 3 seconds I was doing something.
Yeah.
And I was thinking how much you in Berlin, because I seen but it's not fair to judge you on what I see because all the videos that I see are like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. But the tempo that I see you carry is intense. So I'm like, that's why Juju was who he is and Johnny, because these motherfuckers don't stop.
Yeah, so fast.
Yeah, they are Energizer bunnies.
Yeah, and Berlin is more like, I don't know how to explain, but at Berlin, you guys have your own style, and they combine. It's something dangerous.
It works because he's technical. I'm speed, and
Yeah.
Tez is just an all around. He's gonna murder you in
Yeah.
general. So it's a lot different.
I never really seen much of Tez's work because I just haven't seen it, but I've seen you in. But I'm gonna start checking him out too, man.
Yeah, Tez is amazing. Tez is one great trainer. I tell him all the time, man, he's a silent assassin.
He's real quiet.
Yes.
I love that about him.
Yeah.
That's one thing about him. He's really like
to
real
himself.
cordial, respectful.
Yeah, exactly. He's a
See,
great
everybody
trainer.
over there is like that. Robert too. Robert's
Super
old
chill,
school,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Robert's. Did you know Robert when he was in
Oakland? Yeah.
No, when he was in Undisputed Alcohol.
The
I mean
first-
downtown.
Yeah. No.
University.
North Park.
There were so many. There was 4 Undisputeds at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And every Undisputed was its own little
Entity.
yeah. And nobody
Kinda
liked
like Adidas.
nobody. Yeah, they were all fighting with each other. Like, oh, you're from El Cajon.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
they were
from North
gangbanging on
Park.
each other, yeah.
We're fighting each other. It made no sense. But now look, all the
That's
OGs
funny.
came out of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's
There
for sure.
was a group of she came out of there.
Yeah.
I did. Herman Torado,
Barrett.
Barrett. There's a lot of us.
It was
man.
like an era where that shit was super gritty, man. Because
Yeah.
even like
she almost went there.
I almost did, and I didn't end up going because of the parking. I was like, I don't want to deal with that shit.
El
dude.
Cajon, we had a parking lot, okay?
We had one in downtown.
Yeah. And your brother, right? And Cece and Giovanni, those guys are super gritty. And when I watch them spar, it's like, geez, it's like a different era from what it is like now.
Yeah,
you know,
they went to war.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but what's good is you can change with the times and it be okay. A lot of coaches are stuck in their old ways and think, oh, no, you can't change. You still need to do 700 burpees and 600 sit-ups. And it's like, no, bro, you don't need to do that anymore.
No.
Times have changed. It's okay to go with the change.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you weak.
But that's the old mindset from this macho men. You know?
Yeah.
They don't want to make an exception and be open-minded to something different.
And see that it works too. But
one thing I learned to do is like listen to my fighters without them saying a word.
Yeah.
You watch how they react in the ring.
Yeah.
They're fading.
Yeah, you're seeing how they move.
And they're gonna tell you they're cool.
Yeah.
I'm good, coach. I just had to know, but that's our job.
Yeah, they're waiting for you to say no more. You know?
That's our job. Sometimes, like today, I push Jose another 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But usually I stop at the time. But I just I needed to give him another 3 rounds.
Yeah.
You know, and that's like being a good baker. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Take out the bread and put it in. Yep.
I put in the toothpick. Nah.
Yeah.
It's not ready yet.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. And we get critiqued a lot by people. You know, like, you're pushing them too hard. You're too easy on them. I don't train every single guy the same.
That's true.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's very true.
You know how you can push each person.
Yes, sir. I mean, yes, ma'am. In this case.
Oh man.
So
you mentioned your fiance's a coach too. He's a basketball coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. That's cool, man. You got met another.
Congratulations on that too.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's rad.
You got yourself a queen, buddy.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that's so cool.
No, he's great. He knows. We know how to be together and blend together. Because I mean, it's tough to date somebody like me. I'm in the fight world. I'm with a bunch of guys at all times.
Right.
You have to obviously be trustworthy, and you got to just know, like, we're good. Don't worry. I can sit at a table with 15 guys, and my phone's ringing all day, and it's a guy after a guy after a guy, because that's my world.
Right. Right.
So.
And you carry yourself a certain way, like very confident, you know. And some men will take that as a threat or won't know how to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it took the right man. It took a king to get to the queen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Compliment you, right? You know, that's good. That's
exactly.
awesome.
I draw my line in the sand with all my fighters, from people I know and don't know. I tell them from the beginning, listen, don't hit on me, don't look at me, don't tell me I look good. We just work. Yeah. And then they see it differently.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And also, I believe in energy and the way that one carries themselves. Even like there's sometimes when people just know not to fuck with you. You know?
Yeah, because guys are like, she's cool, but maybe if I just say something,
just
you know,
a little,
maybe she might like me.
I really like your leggings. Like, shut up, fool.
And guys think a smile is like a door open, you know, or a good energy, you know, and then they don't understand that.
Exactly.
That's true. That's very true. That's
kinda
cool. You can see through all that shit. You know?
Exactly.
You know, I learned a lesson. Story, Joe time. I was in juvenile hall.
Okay.
And one of the coaches, the staff members, asked me to carry a box to the girl unit.
Okay.
I hadn't seen a girl like in 2 months.
Okay.
So I walk in the girls' unit. I never felt like a piece of meat in my life. They were flashing me. They were flashing me. They were telling me to bring me in the cell. They'll do this to me. They'll do that to me. And I started getting really intimidated. I started walking the box and taking it to the And I took the box to the front desk, and I told Ms. Mirales, I go back to my unit. She's like, yeah. I walk right back. And I said to myself, I will never be a dog with females. I will never whistle at them. Yeah. Tell them how hot they are. I felt like a bitch. And that's a fucked up feeling, bro. That's a fucked up feeling. And I'm like, that's it, man. Like, I'll never do that.
Hey, I think you can get compensated because of that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, because we've been seeing all over social media. If you were in juvenile hall when you were a little kid and you got abused, you get some money.
Hey, it's on film, man. You better fucking send that shit in.
I got mentally abused, dog.
That was real tough of you, huh?
Yeah.
It's a shit.
Juvenile hall.
Juvenile hall was horrible for me. That's the only part that scared me. I go put me in a unit with all my enemies. I don't care.
It was the girls. It was the girls that scared.
And those girls were tough.
I hear. I've seen, you know, like the whole A&E fucking women in behind bars and shit.
I watched that stuff too. It's too. I'm not gonna lie.
So that was me in the girls' world. I can only imagine what it's like for you guys, you know?
Yeah. It's crazy, but I just laugh it off. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's normal. Normal.
You know, it's crazy because I tell Maggie a lot about my daughter. My daughter's 19. And I always try to prepare her for life. And I'm like, mija, like,
You can't.
get ready.
Yeah.
Get ready. Buckle yourself.
prepare.
Everything you hear is going to be 90% of it is going to be bullshit.
Yeah.
So just take your time and make sure it's the right person that you give your energy to.
Yes.
You know, because
Exactly.
I said when she was little in junior high, and mija, right now, no boy wants to take you serious.
Yeah.
You're just going to be a memory for somebody.
Yeah.
You're going to be a toy
Just
for
the
somebody.
same,
Yeah.
yeah.
And she understood, and we're really close. I tell Maggie all the time, me and her, she's my
Yeah, you guys have a really cool relationship.
Yeah.
Really cool. And you know what? It's okay to take your time, man. I think a lot of people are so, I don't know what they're taken by. I have to do it. I have to rush.
Yeah.
It's like, no, man. How about you find
Chill.
somebody? Learn to love yourself first, and then you'll find somebody who can do that too. You
It'll
know,
all come. on
it'll all
its
come
own.
in due time for sure. You know?
Definitely.
When you first started doing pads, did you visualize any of this?
Nothing.
What did
I
you
was
think?
listen. I was bougie in boxing. I'm that girl. Ask Berlin himself. I'm that girl. Just wanted to be cute. Like I loved the sport, but I just wanted to be cute on the sidelines. I never wanted to spar. Of course I have, but I never wanted to be that girl.
Yeah.
And so the whole time I was always teaching at the gym on the side, I actually worked in designer stores.
Oh, right on.
And so that was my main job. And I'm the girl walking into the gym in Louis Vuitton head to toe, but I knew what I was doing at the same time.
What a contrast, dude.
Yeah.
Now she's designing mitts.
Yeah, now look at that. And we're collabing with Gucci. No, it's just crazy because I didn't expect myself to ever be, this is my full-time job and be doing this, because I was working at Louis Vuitton and working at Bomber Squad at the same time. And it was actually Gabe who was like, Ann, why don't you post your videos? Ann, why don't you post your videos? But I was more focused on posting just cute pictures of myself and not posting my videos. And when COVID hit, I quit my jobs and it was me and Johnny. And I was like, okay, I'm going to clean out my Instagram and I'm going to start posting. Me and Johnny were neighbors. So he came to my house. I was like, let's do mitts in the front of the house. I posted the video, and that was the first time what I thought was viral was about 100,000 views. And then ESPN picked up my videos. And House of Highlights picked up my videos.
So you got more love doing that than bougie ones.
Yes.
That's cool.
And it was because they were shook that this girl was holding mitts at the level that I was holding at. And then I just ran with the snowball. And now we're here, and it's still like crazy to me when people watch my videos, but they're not watching the fighter. They're watching the mitt holder.
Yeah.
And they're more impressed that way, which is nuts. You know, I went from Johnny and Julius to holding, when Ryan Garcia was at his top, I'm holding mitts for Ryan Garcia, and I'm holding mitts for Crawford. I'm holding mitts for Michael B. Jordan and Linares, and they're all tripping out.
And the ones to come. There's a lot more to come. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's
That's
just,
super rad.
it's so crazy to me. I mean, the first athlete I ever held for or famous person was Dwight Howard. He's 7'1".
It's about my size.
Yeah,
It's about my size.
he's
Yeah, my height.
I knew I recognized.
7'2".
I thought that was him, but I was like, no, that's Coach Joe.
He got me in the tan a little bit, but we're about the
Yeah.
same height, dog. Yeah.
And it's
Couple shades
like,
away,
and
bud.
he was a walk-in. He was just a walk-in in the gym.
That's cool, man.
So to do it now and say like was your life and how your life was gonna be is not ever what I thought. That's for sure. Because Louis Vuitton pays well, you guys. And I did not want to leave.
But in a sense, did you see yourself like, I'm gonna do something big with something? Like, I don't know, like whatever. Maybe you saw it with Louis Vuitton or a designer. Or
Well,
something
what
like
I
that.
always said to my sister is I gotta figure out something where I'm the first to do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, there'll be many out there, but I got to do something. Like if I design the 3, whatever, I'm the first one to do it.
Yeah.
And I was for the mitts as a female.
There it is.
And then now we're here. And now it's great. I see many girls holding mitts now. But what helps me and what I can always say makes me proud is like, oh, you want to be like the mitt queen. And so for me, I'm like, that's how you know you did it.
Yeah, I
right.
started seeing
Cool.
after you a couple other females doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think it's nuts.
Yeah.
That's
Nuts.
rad, man.
Yeah.
You're the pioneer. You're the
It's-
pioneer for
yeah.
sure. You know, and that's
Motivating females.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah.
You know, why not? And I still show that obviously I work with average bears, I work with celebrities, and I work with high level fighters.
Yeah.
And I'm from MMA to Muay Thai to boxing, and, you know, jiu-jitsu guys, all of them.
I'm going to give credit where it's due. Sean, you did a good job with your sister.
Listen, you want to laugh? Because Sean's the one with all the ideas. I just perfect them. So technically, he is. Sean, I took all his stuff, and now look.
Major.
Yeah, Najer.
So yeah, Major.
Instead of Major, Najer.
Almost.
You're
Sean
getting
Najer.
Shoo Shoo Nation.
That's my
cool.
boy. I love that fucker.
In a sense, it's like it's weird. Sometimes you envision something for yourself, and the path, you know, isn't always what you think, but you pretty much end up doing what you want to do, you know?
It's right there. I loved working out. And mind you guys, I was about 80 pounds heavier at the time when I started. And then now I'm here at 135 pounds. I was over 200 pounds.
Oh, shit, lightweight. Let's
go.
But
I never told anyone like this is a weight loss story because it's not a weight loss story.
Honestly, you look the same. I mean, you look good. Cordial respect.
Yeah, with that line in the sand.
You look good. You didn't look like you were overweight.
Yeah, I was.
Is that why you're wearing the Pendletons and the big ass sweaters and all that shit? No, I'm playing.
This guy.
I'm fucking with you. No, you look good. You were in there banging, training with fighters and going hard, and you look like. Honestly, I saw her like one of the dudes.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how she's carried herself.
Yeah.
That's why she has my respect because she's always carried herself like one of the homies.
It's part of that energy for sure, 100%.
I never wanted that like girl, like
But at the same time, you know you're one.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're there to.
But I'm still here to be cute, you know.
That's what I like about Maggie too. Because she walks in the gym and she just people are like, hey, is Maggie mad? No, she just ain't. She just comes to work.
She's just doing her thing. Yeah, exactly.
Everybody, you know.
Exactly.
People think I'm a dick, but it's like no, I'm here exclusively to work with the guys and make sure.
Yeah,
they're good
exactly.
And,
Exactly. It's so crazy. It's so crazy because they see you as a girl and they automatically think like you're gonna think different, you're gonna act different, you're gonna be different.
Yeah, no,
it's
not
like,
at all.
No, even on the set of Creed, I was part of the stunt team, which was obviously putting the fights together and all of that. And the guy Clayton would always say, and he brought me back a couple of times to help out with just training. He's like, because you're like one of the guys. He's like, yeah. He's like, I don't feel like I'm gonna get some lawyer that's coming after me saying, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. I mean, why not? What am I supposed to be like?
For me, it's a huge compliment when dudes can joke around and be themselves.
Yeah.
And not think twice about what they're gonna say. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, so erase the fucking line in the dirt, bro. I'm on. Didn't say nothing no more.
He's like, shit.
Hey, go ahead, Maggie.
Rapid fire?
Yeah,
real quick.
I don't know if she's ready, dog. She
ready?
ready.
It's
the only thing fast is my hands.
I was about to say, yeah,
my
she's quick.
brain is not that fast. My brain is not that fast.
My hands are on cruise control.
Seriously.
Ready? It's 10 questions.
Okay.
Can I join it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll help her out.
Favorite food?
Pizza.
Woo. Favorite movie genre?
Drama.
Action.
All right.
I like to cry,
that.
that's why.
Yeah.
Favorite music era? Like 90s.
90s.
90s is my
Tupac.
shit. Mm-hmm. Favorite beverage?
Coca-Cola.
You could be coffee.
That's
Coffee all day.
Coffee?
All day.
From?
Better Buzz.
Ooh, I haven't tried that one.
Oh, it's so good.
Is there I don't even know where there's one at.
There's one here.
Yeah. Oh, there's one in Point Loma by the
Rosecrans.
Yeah.
Rosecrans. Favorite boxer?
Of all time or just the question is
whatever comes first.
Chavez.
In your mind.
Crawford.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm excited for that fight. Favorite place in San Diego?
Honestly. No disrespect.
No, none taken,
Main Street and alcohol, bro. Switch Fitness.
Switch Fitness. That's favorite place in San Diego? Okay. That's a gym, huh? Plug.
She's plug.
Plug.
So she can't leave the neighborhood, though. So she's still in the same
I'm
place.
still in the hood every single day. I know the bums' names. I know all of it.
I'm going to go to Ramona, though, even though I never lived there. I just like how it feels like when I'm out there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just driving through. Yeah, I just like driving into it, coming down.
That's me in La
I used to
Jolla.
run over there in Sutherland Dam Road.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Ramona's crazy. Ramona's hot. Oh.
Proudest accomplishment.
Creed.
Meeting the Mitt Queen.
And we're lying.
What's her last name?
Major.
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 I'm telling
I'm just
Sean.
fucking around with her the whole time. I know what it is.
Favorite pastime.
Oh, gosh.
Baseball.
Oh.
That's America's favorite pastime.
Favorite
What is pastime?
pastime?
What does that mean?
Like your favorite kind of just like.
Pasar el tiempo?
Yeah.
Oh.
Say that in English.
Pastime.
He just said that. He just
Like
repeated what he said.
Like your favorite thing to do outside of what you do.
Running.
Chop wood.
Running. I like that.
Chop wood.
Chop
I'm
wood.
a runner.
Yeah, that's a good one. You do like chopping. Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite type of weather.
This shit.
This, yeah.
Yeah,
June gloom.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be
birthday?
hot. May 4th.
Oh, no, we're not the same birthday.
May the
but
4th be
September
with
10th.
you.
Yeah. Star Wars Day. Cinco
right.
de Mayo
Cinco de-
Eve.
One day, huh?
All right, last one. Subject you would like to learn more about.
Psychology.
Nothing.
Nothing. Not even like Louis Vuitton bags or something. I don't know. How do you make them?
I already went through that course.
That wasn't that bad.
No.
Yeah.
That's good.
My favorite food is ceviche, though. I didn't say it. She said pizza.
What? Oh, you didn't
Pizza.
even
What
say
kind of
it.
pizza, though?
Meat lovers.
Yeah.
Ooh, from where?
I used to fuck with Felipe's. I don't know where she goes. But
Bambinos.
Oh, see, I don't know. I don't even know where
You know
that's
what?
at.
I moved to Alcohol about 5 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, I live in Crest. I don't know if you know that. Crest.
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes I'll get off because the freeway's packed and I go through Main Street.
Yeah.
I've never been to one of those restaurants, but I want to stop because it looks like
The one she's talking about?
I don't know where
Go to
that's at.
Testo Pepesto. Right by
I
you.
won't forget
That
that one.
sounds fake.
Testo Pepesto's
Pesto.
pizza is bomb.
Yeah? I have
Yeah.
to check it out.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't
Well,
go
we call
much.
El Cajon the box.
Yeah.
So we're always like, we're just out here in the box.
I go to a road coach on 2nd
Uh-huh.
and right there by you get off on 2nd, you make a left if you're going towards El Cajon.
Yeah.
The first light, you make a right. I don't even know the name of the streets and I live out there. I've been living there for 5 years.
You said, you go left on this street and go right on this
Yeah.
street and then stop at that light.
That's
You know,
the
they put
Mexican.
they put a coffee shop right there, the brothers.
Dutch Brothers.
Yeah, Dutch Brothers.
Yeah.
Keep going straight. First light, make a right.
Okay.
Right there, there's a roach coach right there. That's where I go eat all the time. Jack hasn't invited me to no more restaurants,
Yeah,
dog.
Jack El Pueblo. Can we get that
Yeah.
sponsorship?
yeah.
I'm still
hey.
waiting for the key for the gym and El Pueblo.
We'd like to get a
Oh,
sponsorship.
sometimes I go check out the Bomber Squad. I drop on there. I drop by sometimes.
Yeah.
He used to run.
No, I still run. I don't run as much as I used to.
He used to run there. And I remember
Yeah.
because he came once. I said, Dang, coach, you're thin now.
But you know what? I told Maggie I still run about 4 miles, 5 miles.
4
Yeah.
to 5,
I was
yeah.
running like 10 back then,
Uh-huh.
every day. But every
It's a
Sunday-
long time. Though.
No, people were criticizing me like, you look like a tweaker. You look like you're doing drugs.
That's
And
what
and
be
had-
tripping.
I thought his haters were his motivators.
Yeah. People be
They
to a
did not
certain point.
motivate
No,
you.
but
They
this-
demotivated
these
you.
These were loved ones.
Oh.
Like my grandma, ¿estás bien, mijo? Like, you're good? I'm like, yeah, you look like. But what I did is I cut out soda. Now I add soda.
He's back to his Coca-Cola.
Back-
Back to
Yeah,
one.
back to the
I was
Coke.
like at 140,
He's on the Coke.
155, 160. Now I'm like back to 200. But yeah, I feel good. I run.
Yeah.
I get my Better Buzz coffee.
He is Better Buzz
I'm gonna have to
Snickerdoodle
go
Latte.
check out Better Buzz, man. It's been
so
calling
good.
me.
It's
What's
so
what's
good.
next for you and Mija on the horizon besides getting married soon?
Getting married soon in 2 weeks.
Oh
But
wow,
yeah.
that's soon.
Announcement: the big queen is getting married.
Hey,
No paparazzi, please.
That is awesome.
that's
Yeah.
cool. Thank you for taking the time to come in,
Yes,
man. I know
yes.
it's hectic, right?
It's
Yeah.
it's fun. It's fun.
That means a
but-
lot to us.
Yeah, that's rad.
But hopefully, a fight camp will be coming soon and a big name behind it. And then,
Hell
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah, so
That's what's
for
up.
November. But other than that, Mitt's coming out soon. It'll be sold at Dick's Sporting Goods. And
We'll go buy a pair, dog.
Yeah,
Gotta buy
I have to try them out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 3 color waves coming with it. And then, go from there.
So happy for you. May
Thank
all
Super
the
stoked.
I appreciate
success keeps coming and coming for you guys.
you guys. Comment, please, God.
We're all right there, right? We're all right there with you. Like I told Julius, we're right there with you. We're doing our own thing. We're all trying to get the same path.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. We're all here together still as one.
Oh, before we go, I just want to say something really quick from
Yeah.
our boy for the CY Center.
Yeah.
The CY Center is hosting a show, Battle of the Badges, at the.
USS Midway.
Yes, this Saturday.
And yes, you guys. Those funds go to help the nonprofit youth program in National City, which is dear to me
Yes.
because I came out of that gym, and Clemente Casillas out there runs that gym with all the kids. It helps nonprofit kids with the challenge.
Yeah, underserved community.
Underserved community, a hard upbringing,
Definitely.
So if you guys got nothing to do this Saturday, go check it out. The Midway, I think it starts around 6 p.m.
Yes, it's fun. Go check it
I'll
out.
be there as well.
Oh, that's
Hell
so
yeah,
cool.
that's what's up.
We'll be there too. So
Yeah.
we'll be there cheering all the law enforcement fights, and all the proceeds go back to the community. So be Border Patrol, Sheriff, PD, all the communities in San Diego.
Firefighters.
Yeah.
Our first responders.
First responders.
Come check it
It's
out.
really cool.
So, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Yes.
Mama, thank you
We did it.
so
It's
much.
been
See, it wasn't
super
that
fun,
bad.
man.
Of course. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think the words, but sometimes they don't come out of my mouth no good.